Hey everyone, Leo with Dreaming Tree, and welcome to the assembly video for our Merry Christmas treat box. A very cute little box that you can put maybe some edible goodies or a small gift. Okay, so we're going to start off with the main section here. It's made up of these two pieces, and I'm going to begin by putting glue on one of the sections, one of the tabs here. And we'll spread that glue out to the very edge. Grab the other half, just line it up as accurately as you can. Press it down, give that a few seconds, and kind of fold it over on itself and press down there. Then we're going to head over to the other tab and we'll get this glued down in place. Now usually, because these pieces are symmetrical, you can kind of lay this down flat, but in this case, this box is not symmetrical. It's kind of angled on one side. So we are going to have to kind of do this in mid-air, so to speak. Once we have it mostly lined up, we can then take it and just fold it on that seam. Well, actually, you can make it all the way flat. Never mind. Yeah, folds flat this way, just not the other way. Tell me how that makes sense. Okay, slightly off, just adjusting it ever so slightly. Yeah, I don't think you can really fold it flat. It's fine. Okay, and then we're going to take and apply glue to these three tabs and close it up on the bottom. I'll take and spread that glue out so I get nice clean seams at the bottom as well. Okay, let's close that up. And I'm focusing on this side here, the side that's opposite of the side that is already hinged. If you need to nudge these walls in a little bit, that's fine. We can flip it over, press down from the inside to help the rest of those tabs make contact. Then we'll throw a little bit of glue inside. And we can pop this right in here, cover up those tabs. And that will also make it a little more sturdy. Okay, next, we're going to take these overlays, and you have two with bows and two without. We're going to start with the ones that have bows on them. And these are also, you can see, because of the slanted nature of the box, if we put this one here, this guy here is kind of curved. That's wrong. So we'll flip it over, and that needs to go there. You can see that's nice and straight. And we'll also need to glue the tabs down. So we can go ahead and get this glued down. I'm actually reshooting this tutorial because I glued the wrong things down, and then it was just a hot mess. And even with editing, just didn't make sense, so I'm reshooting it. Okay, just make sure that this top section here is nice and flush with the top of the box. Bring that down, should meet flush at the bottom. You can put it over on your table like that to press down on the whole thing. And then don't forget to glue down these little tabs here. Just fold that over. Same with this one here. Press that down. Just like that. And we're going to go over to the other side and glue this one down. Okay. So at one point in this video, I'm going to go back over to the original design. So don't be alarmed when you see that the box looks a little bit different. The only thing that's going to look different is this pattern here. I ran out of that pattern. Just went with a blue instead. And again, just for the sake of this tutorial, I want to make sure you guys get it right. Okay, just a little bit of glue right there on that tab. Same on this side. There we go. And now finally, we have these two sections. And as I mentioned, you'll notice if I put this one here, that looks like it's way too long. And I've got a gap down here. I can actually show you how to fix that. So let's try this other one here and see how that one fits. And that one fits perfect. It's flush here and flush at the bottom. So if you end up doing something like this and this thing's sticking out, then just grab the other one. Again, it's because the box is kind of slanted to one side, just to give it kind of a whimsy sort of look. Okay, and this is going to go right on top of those tabs that we have there. That's just to make sure that everything looks nice and seamless. Make sure that this is flush with the top of the box as well, and flush with the bottom. Should meet perfectly right at the bottom there. And for little things like that, where you maybe didn't get enough glue on something, or were just a little slow to get it glued down, grab yourself a scrap piece of paper and just throw a little bit of glue on there and paint the glue between those two sections, and then just press and hold it in place. Give that a little extra TLC, as I like to say. Okay, going over to the other side now. I'm going to take this overlay and I'm going to pop it right onto this section here. Again, making sure it's nice and flush with the top of the box. Should meet perfectly at the bottom. And there we have it. Okay, so the overlay is in place. Now we can go and put our little purple bows on here. And I think I'm going to cut to the other part of the video at this point. Okay, so it's time to put the bow down. And now what you can do, if you want to give this a little added dimension, the little tail on the bow, you can take it and train it out with a dowel. Okay, it doesn't need to be flat. You can pull it out. What I'm doing now is just placing the dowel, or the piece of paper there, between my finger and the dowel, lifting it up about 90 degrees and then running it through. Okay, and that just gives it a little added dimension, which is kind of cute. All right, because all we need to do here is apply glue to just the bow and the little piece of ribbon, in air quotes, that goes all the way down to the base of the base of the box, sorry. Sometimes it's hard to do and think at the same time, or do and talk at the same time. So there you go. You can see how flaring that out gives it a little bit of additional life, which is nice. Okay, so there we go. That's super cute. And then of course we have these little guys here. They're going to go right on the sides. Okay, so we can go ahead and put the side pieces on. Now remember, one side is shorter because it's not a symmetrical box. So make sure that if you put this one here, you'll notice that it doesn't quite fit. So we're going to put this one here because it is the correct length. So let's get that in place. And then we have the other little bow that we need to put in place on the other side. Once you get it in place, you should be able to just pop that on your surface and press down, give that a little extra love. Okay, there we go. That looks cute. Okay, we'll get the other bow in place. Well, I don't really have to walk you through that. You can do the same thing here, and then finally the same thing on this side here to get that in place. Okay, but that is what the box is going to look like. And then of course we have a little caption. We've cut it out twice so you can put one on each side, and there's also a little tag. It's optional. You can put someone's name on there, which is a nice little cute touch. Okay, now for the caption here, we have this back layer, and in my case, decided to go with a gold foil. So let's glue the colored portion down onto the solid shadow layer. And then we'll take the intricate cut, and that's going to go right on top. Now I've made this mistake in the past when I'm doing little piecings like this with gold foil. Sometimes I tend to put a little too much glue on this intricate piece, and it spills over onto the gold foil. So I'm going to actually put this down on my surface, and I'm going to use the smallest possible dots I can here, and then I'm going to thin those out with my fingers to make sure that when I press that down, it only pushes out so much and doesn't really go out into the cutaway areas and show through on the gold foil, because it will really blemish it and kind of take away from the beautiful shine that it, that it gives you. Okay, so I'm literally just gonna dab that with my finger, thin that out, and that kind of spreads the glue around a little bit, keeps it under control. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pop that right onto this shadow layer with that little cutout. Okay, flip that over, press down from the other side in case you have some glue on there that you don't want to get on there. Okay, there we go. And like I mentioned, we have 2 of these, one for each side. So you can put the other one together, and I would just pop dot that right there in the center. And then it's time to fill it up. So that's really gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and you can see how it's kind of got a little bit of a slant to it. It's pretty cute. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please visit us on our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. While you're there, hit the little bell so you get notifications anytime we release a new product, whether it be paid or free. And if you make this or anything from our recent release, the new Christmas cards, I'd love to see it, and so would the rest of our community. So head over to your Facebook and do a search for Dreaming Tree Official. That's where you'll find myself and over 43,000 other dreamers that inspire us daily. So thanks for hanging out with me, and as always, I look forward to crafting with you again. Hey, thanks for crafting along with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out some of our other videos, and please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to visit our site and check out our free SVG section, where you'll find over 140 free SVG files complete with assembly tutorials. I'll see you in the craft room.